Vibe coding. You probably heard this term multiple times already and probably got sick of it. So what is exactly vibe coding? It is actually leveraging LLMs and AI tools to write the code instead of doing it on your own. Now there are multiple approaches on how to do this, from using ChatGPT or any other AI tools like DeepSeek for example, or Claude, giving it a prompt and it will generate the code for you, and then taking it to your IDE and executing the code. And then you can always iterate on your prompts to fix the bugs that you encounter. Or you can do it all automatically using tools or AI tech stacks such as Windsurf, Cursor, bolt.diy, or Lovable. In this video, I'll be showing you how to vibe code using bolt.diy. This method that I'm gonna show you is completely free, as bolt.diy is an open source version of bolt.new, which is completely hosted on your local machine, and you combine it with your favorite open source LLMs. First of all, navigate to your bolt.diy instance. If you don't know how to deploy bolt.diy, I have previously made a video on how to do just that. Feel free to check the video by clicking on the top right corner on the card that is showing now. Once you do that, you will be welcomed to the bolt.diy interface like this. You will have to choose and set up your LLM that you will be working with inside bolt.diy. So here there is a list of LLM providers such as Hugging Face, OpenAI, Mistral, OpenRouter, etc. We'll be using OpenRouter for this. As I said, I'll be using an approach that is 100% free. So we'll be using Optimus Alpha, which is a clocked/stealth model recently released on OpenRouter, which has 1 million token and is completely for free. As you can see here, $0 in, $0 out for the tokens. And then after you choose your LLM, you will have to set up your API key. So for this, you will find an input here. I already have set my API key, so I will just click this. You will have to paste in your API key and then validate it. Also in my previous videos, I made a tutorial on how to get your API key from OpenRouter. I will leave you another card on the top right corner. Okay, once you have set your LLM, just go here and then type in whatever you have in mind, any app idea that you want to code or whatever. Just tell bolt.diy what you want to build. For example,
before we continue with this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as that will help us a lot. Thank you.
And give bolt.diy a bit of time to generate the code for you. Again, one more thing about vibe coding is you don't have to read the code at all. You just get the code, execute it, see if it works. If it doesn't, just tell the LLM what's wrong and it will fix it, and you keep iterating on that. Now, on bolt.diy, you can still see the code. If you have a bit of coding experience and you want to dive a bit deeper, you can still change the code on your own, of course. But if you're just a vibe coder, you don't have to do all of that. Just give bolt.diy or your LLM the instructions and it will do the rest of the job. And now, as you can see, after a bit of time, it already generated the code, executed it for me, and I can try it in here. So let's do it. For example, and then let's add the task here. As you can see, it works. We can edit it and we can delete it. Of course, we can mark it. And of course, if I can find any bug, I can just go back to this input field here and tell bolt.diy what's wrong. Sometimes it will detect the error on its own and it will give you a prompt or a button to click for it to fix it automatically. And you will have, just like that, your application ready. You can deploy it after or do whatever. Now, this is one stack that I'm using, which is bolt.diy. As I said, there are multiple approaches, using Cursor, for example, using Windsurf or whatever. So yeah, this has been it, guys, for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.